Hello. How is everybody out there? Oh, let me change this over to all chat, not just top chat. Say hi. Let me know when you're here. Let me know how your week is going. Yay, nay, somewhere in between. And as always, let me know what you're drinking. Cocktail, mocktail, water, wine, whiskey. Hey, Patrick. Oh my God. Tonight I'm doing neutral. Some type of vodka seltzer, real juice, vodka with real fruit juice, sparkling, and it is 4.5%. Hey, Caitlin. Oh my God. Oh, good girl, drinking water. Hey, Bubba, how's it going, you? All right, let me try this. This is supposed to be pineapple flavored because you know what they say about pineapple and the myths and all that. We're going to be busting so many myths tonight, all right? So, we'll start here. Ooh, that's good. I didn't even get it down all the way. This is good. Okay. 10 out of 10 recommend neutral vodka seltzer. I don't even like seltzer water. I'm allergic to water. I'm not, but I think I am. All right. So for those of you that are new here, all right, this is an 18 plus kind of space. All right, we are going to be talking all things sexy time, and if at any point you want to drop us in comment but want to do so anonymously, my handy dandy moderator and helper is going to drop a link for you to be able to message us directly. But we are always encouraging you to go ahead and join us as a community. Chat in the chat. I mean, we are trying to break the taboos. We are trying to make this information out there and show people that you are not alone with what questions you have, comments, kinks, concerns, all of the things, okay? And that is at the end of the day the main goal. All right. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to give you some announcements, I'm going to ask you some questions, and then we're going to talk about our topic for tonight: squirting. I'm talking make it rain, all the things, okay? And I'm going to use weird terminology. I'm going to say things like partners with penises and vulva owners, and that is because we are trying to cover all the gender basis, all the in between, and we want to make sure that everybody's having a good time. All right. So, how's everybody's week? All right. Let me know if you are on the uphill, over the hill, going down, arms flailing, you got no idea about the dumpster fire that's chasing you from behind, whatever. Because I've got some good news. All right. We have our Naughty November game night is coming up this Friday. So you're down to one day at this point. You got to make it through Thursday. And then Friday evening, we're doing game night. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, please do so. We're trying to hit at least 30 because then one of our dear viewers is going to go ahead and sponsor 4 free additional games. That means for $5, you will have the chance to participate and win in 9 games that evening. All right. I mean, it is going to be a blast. I'm going to be waving around toys that you have not seen yet. We're going to be talking, laughing, all things funny and sexy. Feeling better. That's good. Dumpster fire on level ground. Okay. No, that's a really good description of your week. So please go ahead and make sure that you go straight to the website, grab your tickets. There are so many new products on the site, by the way. Has anybody been there? Have you seen the new crap? There's some wicked cool stuff. I love my job way too much. All right, here's the questions. I ask 2 questions every Wednesday. One of them is kind of PG level, and the other one is XXX rated. So when you answer, you type PG and then your answer, or XXX and then your answer. You can answer none, one, or both. And once we get to 100 subscribers, for every answer that you've put in, you are getting entries into a giveaway. Yes. All right. So let's do this. Ready? Waiting for my other half to look at the new stuff. Oh, okay, cool. There is. Yeah, well, I mean, MJ, what are you doing? You're supposed to be part of the team. I tell you every time I update the website, and I get a oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. So, go to the website. There's so much new stuff. All right. So here are our questions. PG. All right. PG. I don't know where these come to me, and I apologize in advance. But this girl needs to know. PG, when is it okay to start passing gas in front of a partner? I mean, there are no topics that we do not touch here. All right. And apparently flatulence it's just not within the bounds of our limits. All right. So everything is fair game. When is it okay? PG, when is it okay? She has parental controls. When is it okay to start passing gas in front of a partner? And triple X, along that vein, all right, if we're talking about, gas expelling out of places of our body, here we go. Ready? Triple X. What noise would you replace the sound of queefs with? All right, that's when air gets trapped in the vaginal canal and then it expels and it makes a really delightful yeah, it's a category all its own. But what noise would you choose if you could to replace that sound with? All right, I definitely a bicycle horn. She has to bomb me first. That's it. Okay, so for PG, it is okay to start dropping ass, is what we call it in my household. It's okay to do that if she does it first. All right. Sorry, repeat the question for PG. PG, when is it okay to start passing gas, start farting or fluffing in fluffing something different. Fluffing is something totally different. Never mind. Bad term. When is it okay to start passing gas in front of a partner? PG, depends on how comfortable you feel. And if one accidentally comes out, then they hear it, then game on from there. So once you break that seal, once you pop that cherry, it is just all can you remove that spam for me from the chat? Thanks so much. All right. So oh my gosh. All right. So tonight, I've got to answer these first, right? I've got to answer these. Okay, so when is it okay to start passing gas? I am of the opinion I'm right there with Caitlin. Well, actually, they used fluffing and Bluey. That's where I got it from. I watched that episode of Bluey, and they were talking about fluffing, and they were using that in place of the word fart. And I thought it was the cutest thing. But as I say it in this context, I realized that fluffing is the thing that happens to porn stars before they start rolling on camera. So if you didn't know that, here's a fun little vocabulary lesson. A fluffer is somebody that behind the scenes helps prepare or whatever the porn stars, get them all hot and bothered before they actually have to go and get jiggy with it. All right, so there's that. Let's see here. Triple X, wet kisses or purr? Oh my gosh, can I replace my queefs with a purr? That is, oh my gosh, Caitlin, you're a genius. I was thinking of like a loud air horn, like on a ship, like or like a 18-wheeler. I mean, because if we're gonna be funny, we're gonna be funny. But the purr, that would make it kind of hot. Like anytime you queef, that's your vagina saying thank you. Like yes. Okay. Baking brownies. I've never heard that. It's normally bodily function to me, so it shouldn't be taboo. You know what? I think you're probably right, but then again, I have been assaulted, nasally by some of the things that come out of the bodies of those I live with. So, there's got to be some consideration, right? All right, so squirting. We have the same mind. See, yeah, it's your vagina saying thank you. Wow. Squirting. Have you guys heard any myths? Start dropping them in the chat. What kind of myths have you heard? What kind of questions do you have too? So I find that this is the number one topic I get questions about when I do in-home parties. I mean, I get questions from anything like what's the best way to shave and stuff like that. But especially in a group setting, a lot of the questions are, so squirting, is that a real thing? Can anybody do it? Is it actually, are you peeing? Does it come out like that, like you see on the movies? Have not heard much other than girls feel like they might pee when they squirt. There's an interesting little tidbit. Okay, that's fair. Some people say, it's not real. It's not a thing that actually happens. It's just staged for the porn. It's like the special effects of the porn world. So we're going to touch on all of that, but I want to know first and foremost what questions and myths you have heard or have questions about. And then guess what? Because it's not a myth, it is not fake, it's not something that is just only special effects in pornos, it's real. I'll give you some tips on how to accomplish it if that's what you're looking to do. What were the questions? I will do them one more time just because we love Bubba, all right? So Bubba, PG, when is it okay to start passing gas in front of a partner? And triple X, if you could replace the sound that a queef makes, what sound would you replace it with? If you haven't before, can you? That is a really good question. Squirting is real. It is technically urine and vaginal fluid. Thanks, Dr. Roof. Dr. Roof. All right. There is some really good stuff coming in here. You guys have some really good questions, some really good comments on this topic already. So number one, yes, one of the biggest myths is squirting is not a real thing. And that is, in fact, a myth. Squirting is 100% true. And to be clear, when we're talking about squirting this evening, we are talking about female ejaculate. All right. We're talking about vulva owners, cis female anatomy, getting jiggy, loving it, and having a little fun, all right? A little spray, shall we say. And that is what leads us to our second myth, all right? Somebody said, if you haven't done it before, can you do it? Can anyone do it? So, this myth, this idea that everyone can do it, is semi-true, all right? So, here's the thing. Assuming that you drink all of your water like a good girl, all right? Like a good vulva owner, assuming that you are not stressed, assuming that you have appropriate amounts of arousal, assuming that the sex is the bomb, all right? Theoretically, anyone can do it, assuming that you have what is called the Skene's gland, all right? Skene apostrophe S glands, all right? So they're on either side of the urethra, all right? And they are glands that excrete a female ejaculate, okay? That made me think of the meme with the Hitachi wand and the I want to know what song she was thinking that made her cry so much. Yeah, like that. That's what we're looking for. That is what we're talking about. And you can get out of your own head. You're not going to pee. That is absolutely true. If you are not in the right headspace, then all that nervousness, all that anxiety is going to keep you from enjoying yourself fully and thusly squirting. Takes a lot of self-comfort, all right? So I love how we are all talking about this. So is it pee? Is it pee? So pee first, or I heard hold your pee. Okay, yes. So this is a really, really important part of this. All right. So to be clear, female ejaculate or squirting is not pee. At least not 100%. All right. Yes, there are trace amounts of urine found in female ejaculate, and that's because it's coming down the same tube, dude. All right. And for those of you with a penis out there, I do absolutely want to let you know that they found those same traces of urine in your pre-cum. So, okay, that's what I have to say about that. Exactly. Same could be said for men. Don't hold it because it makes a bigger mess. Quite possibly, but there are some things your body will do to help make sure that you're not going to pee yourself, all right? Oh God, it was 10 months before I did. You held your gas in for 10 months? 10, I mean, like, oh my gosh, I mean, excuse yourself, go to the other room or something, hope that they don't go that way, go down a different aisle at the grocery store or something, but you held out, Bubba. You of all people, I would have been like, you know what? On the way home from Taco Bell, that's the right time. That's when we're doing this, okay? All right. So remember those glands that we were talking about? the glands that are creating the fluid that comes out when we squirt. Well, those glands being on either side of the urethra when a vulva owner is aroused, and I'm talking like that purr that we're talking about that we're looking for, those glands will swell up. And this actually closes off part of the urethra. So you are not able to pee yourself. Ideally, yes, if you are about to go through the method, we're going to go over more tips and everything. If you're about to start exploring trying to squirt, then yeah, pee beforehand. Take that out of the equation. Take it out of your mind. Empty your bladder before you start playing. Absolutely, 100%. But yeah, your body is taking care of that for the most part. Have you ever tried to go to the bathroom after sex? I'm talking good sex. And you sit down, and you all should be going to the bathroom after sex. I want to see a lot of yes, ma'ams in the chat. Yes, ma'am. All right. Because it is super important, especially for a vulva owner, making sure you're not getting bacteria up there. Go to the bathroom after you have sex. But if you sit down and you are trying to urinate and you can't for a second, you're like, oh, there it is. That is because of the Skene's glands on either side. Yes, ma'am. Ooh, I might have a little bit of a dom streak when I'm up here on this. That sounds good. Can I get a few more yes, ma'ams? Just a couple. Just make my night. Just whoo. Okay. Here's our next myth. All right. And this actually circles back. I believe it was Patrick said it feels like they have to pee when a vulva owner squirts. Yes, ma'am. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. I at least try to use the bathroom after and clean up. Very, very good. If nothing else, if you decide to hold it and play a little bit of golden shower roulette, that's up to you and your partner, and that's fine. But please make sure that afterwards you go to the bathroom and clean up if you so wish, because that is going to help avoid urinary tract infections and all of that. So here's the next myth. The next myth is that you need G-spot stimulation in order to squirt. What do you guys think? True or false? True or false? Oh, thank you. Yes, yesterday was my birthday, and I am officially no longer in my early 30s. So that's a thing. Thanks for the reminder. 25 again. No, I am not one of those. 20? Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it. Thanks. Somebody's sucking up over there. Can you tell? Oh, okay. So we got true. We've got it helps. Okay. Interesting. What if I told you that no, you do not need G-spot stimulation in order to squirt? All right. You're only as young as the woman you feel. All right. Oh, Mary's here. Yes, false. You got it. You got it. Thank you for chiming in. I appreciate that. It's absolutely false. So squirting does have to do with those glands. And for a lot of women, they do enjoy G-spot stimulation. So it is a common theory that to stimulate the G-spot, now, I want you to imagine, okay, this is a vagina, vulva, all right? We're going in, belly button's up here. The G-spot is in this come hither upward motion. Now, because the G-spot is connected to the urethral sponge, it is close to the Skene's gland, stimulating that can, all right, increase that need or urge to squirt. It is because the G-spot is at the crossroads of all our clitoral nerve endings that it is a great way to get aroused. But yeah, that's where somebody said the urge to pee. It feels like I need to pee. All right, you are stimulating the urethral sponge. You're going to feel like you have to pee, but assuming that you are fully aroused, those glands are closing that off. So for some women, once they move past that point of feeling like they have to urinate and they just get in the zone and relax, stimulating that area is what brings them to the point of orgasming and squirting. All right. So that is why I had a girl that got mad at me for not finding her G-spot, but she gave no directions to help. I mean, it's a tissuey area inside of more tissue. It can be a little difficult. Isn't the G-spot technically attached to the clitoris? It is. The G-spot is not a myth. Oh my gosh, I'm about to jump over this laptop at some real idiot behind the screen. The G-spot is not a myth. So the G-spot is at a point. Where's my giant clitoris? Ha, okay.
Up there.
Thanks. You guys want to see my giant clitoris? All right, so this is an enlarged version. All right, so it's going to look really weird when I hold it up against my tiny vulva here, all right? So this is the external portion that we see, is just the tip. She gives you the tip all the time and you didn't know it, all right? So this is just the tip. Now the G-spot, all right, there'd be somewhere more back here, but that G-spot is back here where all of these nerve endings are meeting, okay? So that is why this is a highly dense area of stimulation. Somebody is feeling funny, right? Why does he know where the clit is, but you don't, Kayla? Oh my gosh, Dory calling me out for not knowing where my own clitoris was. All right, okay, nope. I deserved that, you know. I mean, granted, he gets more of a bird's eye view of it than I do most days, but still, he's making tonguey gestures. All right. How to grow, let's see, G-spot. Okay, so we went over all of that. Yes. So that being said, it's not having to do necessarily with where the person is being stimulated as much as it is the degree to which the individual is being stimulated. So we're talking about the clitoris in general. You tickle that fancy just right, and you can get squirting effects from stimulating the exterior of the clitoris as well. All right. I'm talking, it's more of not a dealer's choice so much as a player's choice, all right? The receiver's like, here's where it feels the best, here's where it feels the best, do this, and we're going to make some freaking fireworks, okay? Because not every woman likes the G-spot stimulation. Remember, it can cause her to feel like she has to pee, and sometimes you just can't get over that, okay? There is no, vulva owner manual. I'm vulva, not Volvo. Those things do come with manuals, okay? There is no manual for having a vagina that says you have to enjoy G-spot stimulation, okay? Promise. So, here is the next myth. The next myth is that you ought to bring a parka or something because that stuff is like, it's like a geyser, all right? I almost said in your face. And, maybe if you're doing some things right, in the face is just where it might end up. But try leaving and coming back in. No, so you need to change it from top chat. There's an option to change it from top chat to live chat. So what do you think? Is it a myth? Okay. Is it a myth that it's always a geyser? Or is that a true? All right, I'm going to take a sip of this delicious pineapple stuff. Give you half a second. And then I have only one more myth before I tell you the tips and tricks in case you want to become a squirter or encourage a partner to become a squirter. This is like the new thing. What are some other sex fads?
Rimming.
I meant like sex fads because rimming is totally like a current sex trend. Yeah. Like squirting, tossing salad is like the new just going down.
Tossing the salad is rimming.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I was interchangeably. Thank goodness for towels. For some people it is. Yes, that is true. All right. Facials? Was there, you think that was I guess that was a sex trend. Thing. It had its own like boom of, everybody was Googling facials in their porn search. All right. So here's the thing. For some people, the good girls out there like you, Kate, that are drinking their water, you may very well end up with a geyser. That may be a full-on spray. It may be more of a waterfall down the ass cheeks kind of effect. And for other people, it could just mean a little extra lubrication. Cream pies. Yeah, cream pies definitely had their time. It's not always, but it definitely can be. Yes. So we are going to lump this one in as partly part of that special effects. So we'll have to look at this after. Okay. Oh, most search terms for 2021. You know the number one porn search in the United States? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, hentai. And here I was thinking I was not I thought I was a weirdo.
Nope.
Hentai is the number one porn search for 2021. Then it was followed by lesbian, MILF, ebony, Asian, Latina, threesome, and then there's a whole bunch of blurred out stuff.
I'll drop the link.
Oh, yeah, please drop it in the chat. I know public toys and being risky always goes in and out of fat. Yeah, absolutely. Not a weirdo. Thank you. Down his ass cheeks. There you go. So I will say that as far as the porn world, all right, this is where the special effects come into play. A lot of times what we're seeing in the videos as far as that whole geyser effect, that whole lots and lots of liquid, a lot of times that is helped along in the porn industry. But that being said, it's not it's not impossible, all right? It definitely can happen. It's just not as common as porn would have us believe. Actually, there was a study in general that said of 300 vulva owners that were studied, all right, only about 7 of them were actually comfortable and thought themselves capable of squirting. So it is something that I think we have to break down a lot of years of self-consciousness and sexual repression in order to make a more common occurrence. All right, so let's talk about it. And now, that being said, squirting, there is some concern about how it will affect your sheets. And yes, vaginal fluids can cause staining. They can start bleaching your sheets. So that one's not really a myth. It's a fact. If you are really worried about it, make sure you clean your bedding afterwards, or I'll tell you about a really cool product at the end that can totally help you out. All right. So, or mattress protectors. Mattress protectors in general are a really good idea. All right. So, wait, could I have one and not even know it? Or would he know because sometimes I'm super wet overload after coming or during fingering? Or, yes, absolutely. All right. So, a lot of times there is a squirting can happen during sex. It can happen after sex. It doesn't always coincide with your biggest orgasm. For a lot of women, it does, but not always. So when you feel that rush of additional lubrication, absolutely, that may very well be that you're squirting and you didn't even know it, especially when there is penetration. It can be really difficult to tell. A lot of times, I think that's why when we see porn, it's emphasized with special effects, but a lot of times it's emphasized with external stimulation or that G-spot stimulation, so you can get more of an effect or see it, so to speak, around the fingers, that sort of thing. Yep, foreplay, absolutely 100% important. So here are the tips. Number 1, I've already said it a number of times and I'm saying it again, be a good girl. All right. Be a good vulva owner and drink your water. That stuff is super important for your body's lubrication, but especially important if you're looking to squirt. Okay. So the second tip I have for you is to empty your bladder. All right. The third step that I have for you is to make sure that you put down a towel or you put down something. Again, I'm going to tell you about a great product after, but you put something down to, again, take that idea and worry out of your head. Because at the end of the day, goodness forbid, you start playing and dabbling in golden showers. All right, this stuff washes off, okay? But you need to do whatever it takes to put yourself in a mental state where you're like, you know what? I'm going to go for a ride. Mama going to have a good time. And you just get in that mindset where what happens, happens, okay? Golden shower, I'm out. Hey, to each their own. We do not yuck on anybody's yum here. There is something for everybody out there. And as long as it's between consenting adults, then have at, all right? So here is the final tip. You need to know about your body. If you have not taken the time to do so lately, this is a lovely reminder from your friendly neighborhood sexologist to make sure that you are masturbating. All right. Oh, yes. Sorry about that, Caitlin. Golden shower is a term that is used to describe what is called water sports. So, golden shower, water sports, these are all types of fetish or kink that involve urination. Yeah. So, yep, water sports. So that's what that term comes from. So, like I said, worst case scenario, you're dabbling in a kink that you didn't even know existed, but we already told you your body's looking out for you a bit there, right? Chances are minimal. All right. So, once you know your body, here is where you actually get to dabble in something else that is considered to be a kink. It's called edging. All right. Edging is a process of bringing your body to nearly the point of orgasm and then stopping. Oh man, the amount of willpower. I mean, can you do that? In a yay nay kind of give me a yeah, you could do it, no, you can't. Like the amount of willpower it takes. All right, if we're on a scale from 0 to 10, and 10 is your orgasm, and you get yourself all the way up to a 9, like a 9.5. Can you push that person off? Can you pull that toy away from your body? Like, 'cause man, self-control is just not my strong suit, all right? But that can be exactly what it takes for a lot of vulva owners to reach the point of squirting, all right? And the idea is to build slowly. I'm not talking going from 0 to 9 straight out the gate, but I'm talking going 0 to 7 and dialing it back, going 0 to 8, dialing it back, 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9. And then what happens is your body has built up all of this vaginal fluid, all right? The Skene's glands are all aroused and they are ready to go. And ideally, if you are in the right headspace and your muscles are relaxed enough and you are enjoying the ride fully, by the time that you hit that 10 and you allow yourself that orgasm, and that is why when it comes to porn, those fluffers, man, fluffing is important. But you at that point may very well squirt. So, assuming you have all the makeup of a standard quote unquote, all right, textbook vagina with Skene's gland and all, yeah, you could squirt if you let yourself. Are you going to edge, ruin, or finish? No, don't ruin. Don't ruin these things. You got to stay in the headspace. All right. Maybe don't take it all the way back to 0. All right. We were going to take it back to a 1, take it back to a 2. All right. We're not going to ruin anybody's orgasm here. Enjoying the ride, and then the rhythm changes. Womp, womp, womp. All right. This is number 1 tip. All right. Doing co-ed, which I have not had the opportunity to do yet, but I think the number 1 tip when I have my first co-ed party will be, gentlemen, when she says, oh yeah, that's it right there, that does not mean do something different. Who taught you that? Who thought that? I did not tell you, now you pull out that thing you saw in the porn back in 1999 or whatever. No, it means keep doing what you're doing. Okay? Porn taught us. Yeah, see? No. Okay? It takes a lot of practice to edge right. Only done it with a partner a few times. Yeah, exactly. It takes a lot of self-control. This is such a great topic. Thanks for talking to you about this. I always learn something new. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad. So I will let you know that a new product has been added to the site tonight. If you go to BOINK-ED, so BOINK-ED.com, and you go to the shop all, you can actually sort by newest. And the newest item that was added to the site tonight is a product from Liberator. And it is a velvety, micro velvet, super soft, like heavenly smooth. It is a throw blanket. You can get it in 3 different sizes. It comes in like 5 different colors. But what is so amazing about this blanket is that it's essentially waterproof. And one of them is a travel size. All right. So a nice, comfortable little throw. Nobody's going to think the weirdest things of it. Okay. But you can lay this thing down and you can literally pour bottles of water on it. And it doesn't have this weird, like, you're not wrapping somebody's couch in plastic looking like you're about to, like, go full psycho mode on them or anything. This is totally for kink, but it will keep fluids, all right, whatever fluids of your choice, keep fluids from soaking through. Now, this is great, in my opinion, for those of us with animals in their household, all right? I'm loving this idea of being able to take out this sex blanket, essentially, throw it on my bed, not worried about what dog hair is getting where, all right? Having that sensual feeling of that, yeah, a play blanket. It is not crinkly. It's not crinkly at all. I mean, it's super, super amazing. And oh my gosh, Caitlin, I'm so glad you asked. You absolutely just throw it in the washer and dryer. Dryer safe. All right. So you throw this on the bed, throw it on the couch, throw it on wherever you decide to have sex and don't want people to see the evidence. Yeah. All right. And then you throw it in the washer, dry it, fold it up, and have it ready for next time. Holy crap. Or you get your domestic diva. Thank you, MJ. You get your domestic diva to do your laundry. Yeah, it is super duper amazing. I am very excited for our first order to come in. Needless to say, I'm trying to go with the royal blue. There's some discussion about whether or not we're getting the plum one. It comes in black and platinum. Yeah, really, really fabulous. So that is what we are featuring tonight, but you got to go to the website and check it out. All right, so I'm putting that website in right here for you. Yeah, I hope you guys love it as much as I do. And just the thought of that sensory aspect too, it's actually I ended up putting it under the kink topic under sensory, because the idea of that whole like super soft micro velvet on your skin is just like, that's a whole nother game. That's a whole nother level. Oh, Xmas list. Yes. Now, mind you, if you get the king size, the price is kind of, but I'm just thinking that travel, or I might splurge and get the regular size. I'm thinking the regular size might be up there. And I actually just noticed today we have Afterpay. So you can actually separate whatever's in your cart into like 4 payments. So that's pretty cool. Just saying. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to repeat tonight's questions and then I'll let you guys go. If you have any more questions about, it's called the Fascinator Waterproof Throw. It really depends on the size. They range from like $100 to like 200 plus. For I think the king size is like over 200. But I mean, considering what it's going to save your sheets, your couch, and whatever else, I'm really kind of excited about it. So not bad. Here, just take my arm. What was I saying? Oh, so I'm going to repeat those questions. The PG question, and if you're watching on a replay, you can still absolutely comment and get in on the giveaways when we hit 100 subscribers. But PG, when is it okay to start passing gas in front of a partner? And Triple X, what noise would you choose to replace queefs with? You know what, Caitlin, you win the night. The purring thing is absolutely fantastic. Could you put it on top of sheets? Top sheets, leave other sheets on? Oh, absolutely. So it's just like a blanket. So when you are cold sitting on your couch and you wrap up with a blanket, it could just be like that. It is just a blanket. You just throw it down wherever you want to get freaky. So pretty fantastic. I mean, mattress protectors are great and all, but it still involves like stripping the whole bed, washing the sheets, drying the comforter, all of that. And it becomes such a process as opposed to this one blanket that you throw down and it's protecting everything and it has that sensual feeling. Why do you have a party blower in your mouth?
Queef noise.
Queef. What do you guys think? Replace queefs? I'm done. Oh my gosh. All right. I have had such a blast. Don't forget to grab your tickets so that way I get to hang out with you Friday night for our virtual naughty boinky game night, all right? So grab the tickets while you're on the website checking out all the new cool stuff. $5. If we get to 30 people, it'll be for a total of 9 games, 9 chances to win fun stuff. But I will catch you all soon. And as always, you are all lovely, amazing. Your kinks, your sensuality, everything about you is valid. I love you all. Be sure to stay you and stay beautiful. And I'll see you all soon, all right? Bye.